just because of our irresponsibility at certain time, I would say. I'm happy as a coach because we hold on Australia in the first half to goalless draw with only one clear chance during the first 45 minutes, and that chance was on our side. So we couldn't open the score in this game, and then God knows what would have happened. But second half was not good. We couldn't get out of that zone where we were just not being capable of making that second pass and going over the half line, which we have been working really hard on, you know. These actions were missing there, but especially the experience from Australian players was holding on back on this situation because they are better game readers, they are better and quicker in the reactions, and especially those second balls which are coming from certain situations, they better read these situations and they are there prior to our players. So, difficult game. Overall, I'm happy, which is difficult to say after you suffer defeat, but this defeat came against Australia, and looking ahead to the next two games. Now our competition starts.
Thank you. So now for our viewers, microphones are available. Please raise your hand if you have any question. When you ask a question, please tell your organization and name, and then ask a question. Okay? Let's start.
Hello, James Robson from the Associated Press. You went through there the different areas where Australia are a superior team to you, so that must make it particularly frustrating, the manner in which you, particularly the first goal you conceded.
Listen, it's frustrating when you need to play teams like that, but it wouldn't be so frustrating, I will repeat, if India had its own players here. It wouldn't be so frustrating, believe me. Never mind the difference in rankings and the strength of Australia. But it is what it is, you know. We were ready, we knew what's coming at us. We were having training sessions, preparing our boys to suffer many crosses. If we cannot stop these passes coming to the flanks, then you need to defend crosses, and we defended these crosses perfectly today. No clean header was coming to our goal out of more than 30 crosses, you know. So I'm very happy with that, and you can see how big boys are from Australia in regards to our team. I had to balance all my team and lose maybe 2 players out of the first 11 because of the height, only for that reason, so we can defend these situations. That's it.
Next question.
Coach, this is Niladri from Sportstar. How happy were you with Deepak Tangri's presence as a defensive midfielder today?
Yeah, listen, we were trying last 7 to 10 days various options with our midfielders who are here, and it was obvious to us that Suresh and Apuya will not be able to stop all these problems coming from their players from the second plan entering these channels and looking to receive the ball in the gaps. So it was either to risk too much without having a great option on number 10 position, or to maybe go with Deepak, who was brilliant on the training session, the most confident midfielder we have at the moment, in passing, in responsibility, taking action, attitude, everything was spot on. And that's why he earned his position in the first 11, you know. And so we started the game with 1 number 6 and 2 number 8s instead of 1 number 10. So that was the only way we could handle Metcalf and Goodwin getting into the gaps and trying to receive these balls in this dangerous position. So, and it was good.
Next question.
Om Prakash Mudra from Bain Agencies. Coach, in the first half, I'm really very happy that India scored, were able to check the Australians. But next half, I found that they were more defensive. There was no aggression. The ball position was also maximum time in the Australian side. So was it planned that we should go for defense more than go for aggression?
Some small details define the end result, you know, and impression. You have details where you have a clean situation on the ball, Indian player, and possibility of passing it, but you need to have ability to pass that ball to the next end, you know. So we need to ask ourselves other questions. We should be happy overall with the performance because limited time, very limited time, 4 key players missing. We can't expect more at this stage. Yeah, just let's look ahead next 2 games.
Mr. Coach, your team, Indian national team, lose the first game and next game against also so important because the opponent of the Uzbekistan strong team. What you will do against Uzbekistan? Maybe you have any extra plan, any new movements in the match against Uzbekistan? What we can expect from the Indian national team in next game?
No, we have next 3 days to get deep into analyzing Uzbekistan as opponent. I had a good look at their last 5 games, so I'm well aware about their strength. We know how quick and strong they are, but we shouldn't think about that. We need to work on ourselves. We need to think about how to advance our passing. You know, passing quality needs to be better. That's what we need to work on next 5 days, refresh some legs. Few changes will come into the side, definitely. We're gonna look for more offensive team. And we're gonna try to find a way to approach this game with one option, to hold on to Uzbekistan and try to win it at the end.
Next question.
Hi Coach, Ashish Negi from Khilna. So Coach, I have 2 questions right now. One is about, playing at this stadium which has hosted a couple of iconic games at the FIFA World Cup and playing in front of nearly 35,000 Indian football fans. How was that for you as a coach and our players? And second, to touch upon lots of points on physicality, good result would have been a bit different if we had Anwar, Jixon, Sahel, Ashik available. Out of 3 out of 4 are very physically tall and better player.
And technically good, I would say. They would help us in holding on the ball and passing and keeping possession and providing key passes, especially Sahal, no? But it's a great experience for our boys, yeah? And prior to the game in the dressing room, all what was mentioned was we need to play for our people who are here. Look how many of them is there, you know. We need to do everything necessary to hold on Australia as long as possible. And our plan was game plan was to hold on until minute 60 and then go for it, you know. And suddenly when we were preparing these changes which were necessary to refresh the legs in the team, we conceded the first goal early minutes in the second half, I think 51st or 52nd minute when that goal came. And obviously it's not easy then because you need to play another 40 minutes against a team who is now relaxed because they opened the score. But that's football. It's going to be a great experience for many of these boys for the future. Very valuable game, I would say.
Next question. Yes.
Graham Davis from Ad News Media.
Hi, Graham.
Hello. We spoke yesterday about the tactics that you'd have to use for the set pieces, and you achieved a lot with that today, I thought. Generally, how pleased are you with the way that your team followed the tactics right across the board?
I'm very proud of my boys. You know, they are very honest young people, hard-working people, committed, and following whatever we ask from them, you know. But for most of them it's not easy because most of them never went through proper development program. They didn't go through these basic football skills which young boys learn from from 7 to 40. And it's obvious that you cannot replace that now when you are 22, 23, 25, you know. So as much as we can, the time we get, we work. They are committed, they are ready to work 24 hours without sleeping, believe me. That's how committed they are to the national team shirt. They love coming to national team camps. They love spending time with our staff here and working and learning, and they are very committed. I'm so proud of them.
We take last 2 questions. Yes.
Rafiki Lokabi. Coach, you worked very hard the last 4 years with the Indian team. So my question is this your last competition with Indian team, or you will continue with them?
Where are you taking me to? We started, thank you for your question. We started World Cup qualifiers, no? And with a great opening win against Kuwait, which is our biggest opponent for the second position in the group. And we are in a position to take India for the first time into the third round of the World Cup qualifiers, which could give these youngsters 10 beautiful games to play in the World Cup qualifiers against good sides, the best Asian sides. And that's something precious we are looking for, you know. So, not going anywhere, at least for now, if they don't take me out.
Hi Coach, Kim Fai from AFC. Can you explain a bit, because you said there's 3 more days until the next game. It's not just about preparing physically but also mentally. How are the players feeling right now? Is it easy to park this game aside because it's Australia? Or is it still quite a deep feeling of disappointment that we should still need to help boost?
No, we don't have time for disappointment. You know, in 4 days' time there is another game. So what we're gonna do now? Cry? No. But just regular approach as we always do. Us coaches tonight analyzing the game which happened. The players will see tomorrow filtered information. The mistakes, poor positioning, good positioning, situations where we could do better. In 7 to 9 minutes, no more than that, you know. And immediately after that, we go to Uzbekistan to analyze everything, to provide all filtered information to them and start working on the pitch as much as possible. Obviously, the players who played, they will have a regeneration day tomorrow, next day off. Rest of the players will have high-intensity training session. And we're just preparing normally, but we don't have time to be disappointed.
Coach, could I take very last one?
Yeah,
Last
thank
one?
you.
Thank you.
Coach, India played Australia last in 2011 Asia Cup, where we lost one-sided 4-0. And I don't know you have watched that game or not, but I have watched that. We have made a lot of progress since then. You know, can you tell the media and the fans that, you know, how much we have progressed in last 13 years? Australia was also progressing, but, you know, we're trying to catch the Asian giants, footballs. How much progress we have made?
The progress we are making, I'm not happy with. Because the speed we are progressing is too slow. And I was explaining that to Indian football followers too many times. We are progressing, but other countries who are ahead of us and many countries who are behind us are progressing with better speed. So we need to reconsider a few things. What needs to be done, how to get into a 5th gear, not to keep driving in the 2nd one. And if we want to chase those top 10 teams in Asia, then we need to speed up. We need to speed up from yesterday, not from tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All the best for the next. Thank